What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com, and today I've got another product review video. We're going to be going over some old school labs. They sent me some pre-workout. They sent me a Keto Fat Burner. And then I also got some goodies from Redmonds Real Salt. So, let's start with the salt, because everybody on keto eats salt. So they just launched Relight, which is that focuses Relight. And basically what this is, one's marketed as a hydration support, the other is marketed as a muscle support. They're electrolyte capsules. Basically, each one of these has got 100 capsules in there, and the only ingredient, actually there's two ingredients, the sodium from sea salt, 281 milligrams per capsule, and other ingredients is hypromeliose, which I guess is what they make the capsules out of. So, I don't know why they're marketed. I mean, it's the same ingredient, it's salt. I don't know why they're marketed with different color schemes, different keywords, but I like Redmonds Real Salt. They've got a really good flavorful salt. They've got a good quality salt. It's not been tampered with because it doesn't have any estrogen in there, so I'm a huge fan of it. You're going to need a lot of sodium throughout the course of a day. I typically take in between 4,000 and 6,000 milligrams of sodium a day. So I would need a lot of these capsules, but it's nice having these, especially like if you're traveling. I could see myself using this like if I'm driving and I don't want to try and sprinkle salt in my mouth or on my food while I'm driving. I can just take a couple capsules with water. That would be a good way to use it. But, you know, pre-workout, post-workout, just is a good electrolyte load right here. Huge fan of them. Now, let's talk about real keto pre-workouts from Old School Labs, and let's talk about Real Keto Fat Burner from Old School Labs as well. So as a company, I'm actually a fan of Old School Labs. I like the way they've marketed things. They're kind of like they market things in like an old school bodybuilding type way. It's just a clean marketed business. I like it. I feel like they have a good intention. They've got good athletes on their team. Just a good all-around company. The pre-workout is interesting. The pre-workout, actually let's talk about the fat burner first. So I don't like fat burners. I'm just going to be blunt here. Fat burners to me is just more of a marketing gimmicky sales pitch than an actual usable supplement. Most people that buy fat burners are just in hopes that they're going to take a pill and it's going to make a difference. And those people aren't going to see a difference from fat burners anyways. The only time I've ever used a fat burner is like the last month of a competition prep just to see if it made a difference, and I don't think it did. So I'm not a fan of them. I personally would never spend my money on fat burners. This particular fat burner has got a 3-system compartmentalized ingredient list. So system 1, sustained fat transport. So basically keto lipotropics is what they call them. Choline, L-methionine, trimethylglycine, and inositol. So I did some reading up on all these, and basically all these are just, amino acids, and most of these, like the choline, for instance, 160 milligrams of choline, 125 milligrams of L-methionine. You can get all that in meat, okay? You can get, I got it pulled up here, one hard-boiled egg has got 147 milligrams of choline. So basically the same thing as what you're getting from one egg in that regard. System 2 is maximum metabolism, and you've got tyrosine, you've got caffeine, you've got organic kelp, 150 milligrams of caffeine. So basically it's just kind of like a thermogenic ramp-up metabolism approach, and that's great, but again, you can get the same thing probably from any other source of caffeine. And let's see here. System 3, lasting mood, lift, and craving control. So you've got 5-HTP, which is 5-hydroxytryptophan, which again is just another basically precursor. And it's good to have tryptophan. Like I'm supplementing with L-tryptophan right now, but I just got a bulk package of it, and I'm paying probably much less for that than I would for this. This is capsules. So again, I personally would never spend money on a fat burner. This one included Keto Fat Burner, any fat burner for that matter. It's just not worth the money. Just eat quality food and you'll get all the things that are in that for a fraction of the price. I do, however, like what they've got going on with the Real Keto PreWorkout. So most supplements in the keto space have, some degree of beta hydroxybutyrate in them. So they got the exogenous ketones in there. And the exogenous ketones are marketed all kinds of different ways. They're marketed as a fat burner, which again I think is just not cool. They're marketed as, a lot of different benefits to BHB, most of which are not how they're marketed. They don't put BHB in here, which I do like. Like I said, most supplements in the keto space have BHB in there, so it's nice to have one that does not, so I can make the choice of whether I want to use it or not. This one has got calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sodium, so it's got an electrolyte blend, which is good. 200 milligrams of sodium, 170 milligrams of potassium. This one's got 4 systems. System 1 is sustained energy and focus. We've got L-tyrosine, 600 milligrams. DMAE, which is, let me see if I can pronounce this properly, dimethylaminoethanol. And I didn't even know what that was. And as a natural bodybuilder, the banned substance list is like a mile long. So I did some research on that to see what it is. Anytime I see dimethyl, I have to kind of concern myself. There's a bunch of dimethyls in the banned substance list. But that is totally safe. DMAE, it's found commonly in like fish. If you're eating a lot of fish, you're getting a lot of DMAE. It's used in a lot of skincare products, and it's also used in like mood, energy products. So that's totally safe. It's got caffeine, 100 milligrams of caffeine, and a sustained release caffeine of another 100 milligrams. System 2 is maximum strength and stamina. It's got creatine monohydrate, 3 grams of that. That's a good thing. I like that. 1 gram beta-alanine, potassium phosphate, magnesium phosphate. So 506 milligrams potassium phosphate, 314 milligrams magnesium phosphate. Pretty good there. System 3 is lasting pumps and vascularity. We got sodium phosphate, 1.25 grams. Let's see here. Glycinate, chelate, so 2.5 grams of that, or milligrams of that. And then system 4 is adaptogenic power. So we got the ashwagandha root, we got cordyceps, chaga, so basically like a mushroom nootropic blend. So this stuff is sweetened with stevia and monk fruit. Contains 200 milligrams total caffeine per serving. So it doesn't have the 350 milligrams that a lot of pre-workouts have, which I'm a fan of. I don't like having that much caffeine in a pre-workout. And then it's also got the nootropic blend, it's got an electrolyte blend, and it's sweetened with stevia and monk fruit. So I would recommend this one. Would not recommend their fat burner. And that concludes this product review. See you next time.